Bitcoin market 2024, right? So there are a lot of uncertainties there among some persons, and a lot of persons asking, will Bitcoin go for a bullish run, or is Bitcoin going to stop at the highs it is right now, going down? What is expected? Now we're talking about bullish run, people talking about bullish run for Bitcoin this 2024. So is it just a way to deceive people, for people to go for a buy, and at the end of the day there is going to be a dump, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about today, right? So something very, very sensitive in order for you to benefit and make from the market this year, right? So before I go ahead, if today is your first time joining this channel, you are not late, right? You are not late. All you have to do is just to subscribe, like, and share to those of them close to you, those of them around you, in order for them to benefit, especially for the daily analysis coming up, right? So let's go ahead. Let's get started. Bitcoin market 2024, right? So I would quickly like us to note certain things in the market. Number one, the Bitcoin and the gold, they are both seen as a hedge against the dollar. We all know about the dollar dump happening right now, right? The dollar dump is 10 times what it used to be before now. A lot of persons dumping the dollar as a result of fear, as a result of uncertainties. I will still let us know the cause of the fear and the rest, right? Dollar dump, right? So in a situation like that where people are afraid, what will be the next thing that is going to happen? What will be the next thing that is going to happen? I have all the money in dollar, and there is a dollar dump. And when there is a dump, what happens to the value of the currency? The value of the currency depreciates, and the inflation is going to affect the person. So in that situation, what is the individual expected to do? So most persons go for the gold. Gold is a very sustainable and a very reasonable place to hedge the dollar, right? Then this is also another thing. Bitcoin, a lot of persons go in for a Bitcoin as a hedge against the dollar, right? So Bitcoin has, number two, the Bitcoin has been in a dip for some time right now. Bitcoin has been in a dip for some time. It has not recovered, right? Looking at the chart, you will find out that the maximum Bitcoin has ever been to, or up to, has been 69,000. So it has been $69,000. That has been the high. And since then, Bitcoin has never recovered, right? Bitcoin has never recovered. Right now, Bitcoin is around $45,000. The dip happened to the point that it went from $69,000 close to $70,000 back to $15,000. You can see how many percent loss in the market, the percentage in loss in the market, right? So now the Bitcoin is going back, it's around $45,000. But even as that, it has not still recovered from the highs or the loss, right? So what is expected from the market right now? So let's go ahead. Bitcoin is a first generation coin, right? That's so still another thing we have to note. Bitcoin is a first generation coin. So if Bitcoin, or if coins are ready to push high, Bitcoin is gonna push high. Oh my goodness. It's gonna go higher, higher, high, even much higher than what it is right now, much higher than what most of us thinks right now. Bitcoin is going to go higher if it's set to go higher, right? So Bitcoin is driven more or by more of fundamentals and economic news. This is another thing we have to note, right? Bitcoin is driven more by fundamentals and economic news. Before going to the chart, for we to look at the technical aspect of it, so these are the things we have to note. The BRICS presence and more countries joining, right? The BRICS is causing a lot of dollar dump, right? As a result of BRICS in the market. BRICS has to do with the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries, they are the ones in the front causing this dollar dump, right? Making the dollar to fighting against the dollars, right? So by the time the whatever they are thinking of becomes successful, not only Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, a lot of countries are now joining the BRICS, right? The BRICS is 10 times what it used to be today. A lot of countries are now joining the BRICS, right? Saudi Arabia will be joining this January. A lot of countries, Egypt and so many other countries will be joining this January, right? So by the time this coming together and the rest get stronger and stronger and stronger, what do you think is going to happen to the dollar? So as a result of that, a lot of persons will rush to the Bitcoin and the gold market, right? More persons getting to know more about the cryptocurrencies, right? Yes, we are on the earth. There are a lot of we have more than 7 billion persons, if not more than 8 billion, right? So only few know about the Bitcoin, right? So as the years come and go, people get to know more about the cryptocurrencies. And when there is knowledge, or when people get to know about the cryptocurrencies more, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to cause a demand for cryptocurrencies, and you see things going higher and going higher, and you see the cryptocurrencies going higher. So these are the fundamental things I would like us to note before going to the technical aspect of it, right? Note, fundamentally, Bitcoin is expected to buy this year and every other coin under the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Fundamentally, Bitcoin is expected to buy. Fundamentally, Bitcoin is expected to go for a buy this year, right? Forget about it. Talking about the technical aspect of it, Bitcoin is not really more of the technical, but the fundamentals, right? So fundamentally, Bitcoin is expected to go for a buy this year. Right now, Bitcoin is at $45,000 using the W1 time frame, right? Using the W1 time frame, Bitcoin is at $45,000, right? And right now it's making higher highs towards the resistance. It's trying to get to this particular highs here, which is the $69,000, close to $70,000. And if it succeeds breaking these highs here, when it breaks these highs here successfully, breaking these highs here, these particular highs, as a matter of fact, Bitcoin has broken the neckline, this neckline here. So it's headed to this particular $69,000. And there is still possibility that it's still going to break the $69,000. You hear about Bitcoin halving, right? So all those things are expected to happen this year, right? So Bitcoin is expected to buy, right, with a short-term sell, short-term sell. Fundamentally, Bitcoin on a long run, not a short run, right? On a long run, Bitcoin is expected to buy, right? All you have to do is to look for a conservative entry, right? Study the chart, watch your market, fundamentals and the rest. But Bitcoin is gonna go for a buy this year. Bitcoin is for a buy, and the buy is not when it starts, it's not gonna be just for 1 year, it's not just gonna be for 2 years, right? But beware of influences and every other thing coming from any particular place, but on the long run, Bitcoin is expected to buy. And when it gets to this $69,000, or let's say $70,000, it's expected to break it, right? Are you enjoying this video? Remember to subscribe, right? So as a way of recap, we are talking about the Bitcoin market 2024, right? What to expect, right? We talked about the Bitcoin and gold being serving as a hedge against the dollar. Bitcoin has been in a dip for some time right now, yes, but it has not still recovered. Bitcoin is the first generation coin. Bitcoin is driven more by fundamentals, economic news, right? So not only that, the BRICS presidents, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, they are causing more of dollardom, more persons getting to know about the cryptocurrencies, right? So fundamentally, Bitcoin is expected to buy this year and every other coin under the Bitcoin blockchain, right? So you just have to brace up, set your heart, and also remember to enjoy yourself when this system starts, right? Remember, it's for the long run and not for the short term, right? It's for the long run and not for the short term. So we're gonna stay watch the market. Watch the market and see what is going to happen. Watch the market and see what is going to happen for this 2024, right? You can see this daily time frame. Bitcoin is already in an uptrend, right? An uptrend. This is D1 and it's making strong push and strong move to the upside. It's trying to break this high. It has even broken these highs, right? This is D1 time frame, right? It has even broken the highs. It has broken the highs. It has broken the highs, right? Right? So it has broken these highs here, trying to, we expect a buy for Bitcoin this year, right? A buy for Bitcoin. It has broken these highs. So this is what is expected. So we're gonna watch and see what next, right? So thank you very much for joining us today. Do well to enjoy yourself, right? Bye now.